So today is D-Day. We are finding out the verdict on Insey's eyes. I did bath her this morning because she's so hairy. It's taken a while for her to dry. So she's dried on the journey here. It's about an hour for us to get here. We're at Equine Clinic and they're specialists in eyes in Gloucestershire. So it's not cheap, but we are very pleased to be at this stage, but fingers crossed for today. Fingers crossed for today. I have to say, for a sharp, funny horse, she does actually doesn't mind being away from home, which is good. She's pretty settled.
We're palms.
Have you got a standing walk out there, or is this?
It looks alright, and we can't know really it's there, but we haven't got horses out there, it's very good. But where our horses are, we've moved them a couple of times because I said it's so wet, isn't it?
Just stand in front of it.
Yeah. My horses without shoes, when
And then start to react again.
I suppose as it's not a reflex, they can switch that.
Exactly right. If they're stressed and worried, they'll stop reacting as well. You look at her ears. When she sees the cotton ball, she removes the ear.
Yeah.
So, really beautiful, easily removed. Got quite fond of Insey because she came really because of her ulcer. Because we knew she had UV access, and I'm very sad when she came to the ulcer, which was caused.
It's like a potential.
Absolutely. And also, if the pressure drops, it becomes low, and then with chronicity, all the tubes get longer. And use this to magnify all the structures, to look for enduring hairs and all those sorts of things. So even there, just like in the corner, we're going to check she's not got stairs going on. And then to look for this flare, we change it to a slit and make it a bit shorter as well. Action off the cornea, and then the second line is when it hits the front of the lens and it's going off through the lens. Then once you sort of disappear, and it stops at the back of the lens. So between the right hand dot and the long line, it's going through the aqueous humor, and it's black. So if it was first class, you'll be able to see like smoky room.
Yeah, it's hyperphagia.
So she's had active UV access in the previous few months. So that's from before she had loads of gratis plate, and she had loads of aqueous flare, and she actually had that pus inside the eye, which is hyperphagia. It's getting fuzzy. The kind of ridiculous small. Which is what we usually know about.
I think that's by the house.
So you get retina.
Yeah.
It's like a spider.
Yeah.
So it's like So there's not particular.
I know I've got everything done it too, but everything was.
It's a bit fuzzy here. That's because of the cataract.
Is the cataract something that would be repair, like?
Do you need surgery?
Yeah, like is that something that would get better
No.
with time?
It won't get better, unfortunately. But it hopefully. Yes.
Is it darker?
Yeah, well, that first area there. That's what's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
They're bubbles.
I was just thinking cataracts as being like quite
So,
a
but
milky.
actually, but they're only tiny. They're hidden away behind. You can't really see them. You should have a corner. And they're similar to So we very slowly inject into the subconjunctival space. And the further back we put it, the more the drug goes into the back of the eye, which is where it needs to go. There's on our website, there's actually a little video which shows you how to do this. So if Penny decided that this was one of the treatments to do, and she's actually not done it before, then we can give her some advice. You are a superstar. You see? So this is.
So there she is after all the ordeal. A bit blinky, but not to be surprised because she's had steroid put in her eyes. So very good news. It has been a very long journey with her. But the vet said we can be cautiously optimistic and she doesn't have to come back until March, just before the event season where she can be checked. She has got some minor cataracts, but nothing that's going to cause her any problems. Don't eat shavings. I think she's picking out the bits of hay because obviously being sedated she's had to have that removed. She's got some, but we'll give her another 10 minutes and then we can go home. So just marvellous. So happy because this has been a very long journey that I wouldn't wish on anyone. And fingers crossed she's coming back into, well, she will be coming back into work, but hopefully it all holds. There we are, all clipped and looking beautiful and ready to go. Oh, I can't believe how pleased I am with this horse back. Just absolutely thrilled. Look at her. She's such a special horse and we have come through a lot. So, onwards and upwards. There she is, my absolute pride and joy. So she's wearing the visor just to keep as much dust and stuff out her eyes as possible because any little irritations could flare anything up. So she just stays in a mask overnight. It's a soft plastic. Just stops anything going in. And also, if she decides to rub, because she's had the steroid go in her eyes today, we'll probably just leave it on for about 2 weeks. We're on haylage and she's on very low dust shaving, so it's not too bad. It's fairly warm, so I haven't stuck a neck on. At some point I'll tidy her mane up. But it is so good to have her back and signed off in work. It's been a long 4 months. At various stages we didn't think we were going to get her back. As I said, the prognosis is guardedly good, but you know, as with everything, it can always step backwards. But for the moment and for today, it's good news, which honestly, this is a very special horse. So to anyone out there with horses going through like injuries and waiting and patience, it is worth it in the end. Well, sometimes, but on the whole, it is worth it in the end if you can get your special friend back. So anyway, that's all and out. I'm not sure you're going to enjoy this video, but hope you found it interesting.
And this was one of his very first exercises he brought to my yard and taught me on, and I was stuck on it since, and it comes out probably 3 or 4 times a year at home, and to just do a load of different types of horses through it, and I just feel it covers 3 aspects of our training: the dressage, the jumping and the cross country all in one, and you can do it on so many different levels of horses to different levels of their training. So, Collett did also break a hand last week, do we know that?
No, I was just going to say, maybe we should talk about the elephant in the room, which is Laura's dodgy wrist.
So she brings me to probably not even a rider in the start that has exceptional ABCs put on her, and the horse is going to be immaculately trained. But this is, you will find when you get on younger horses or something, I want you to get the feeling just to start that you go left, you go right, you go left. You're not being dressage marked, that's it. Left, and it can be just a little bit quick and tighter, that your arms are just one nice, good, strong bit of elastic that pulls them left, pulls them right. And I want you to get the feeling that the neck bends, the back moves, it gives in the ribs, and you're really sort of, and it might hit the bridle and gob about. For people at home doing this the first, good boy, canter. And you can make your loops as deep as you want. There are no rules with it. You can make them as shallow as you want, but it depends on the level of your horse's own strengths and weaknesses that they might have, how easy they found a transition. Some of us might not be that ready, with a single transition to get it right, but as soon as you are, this is a good test of horse and rider. Straight, good, look forward. Ears, so it's important, straight, look through the ears, relax your hips, be very even yourself through that straight line, and think right canter, move your legs to get the right canter. Don't be afraid of training. I think that's a really important thing to learn with training horses. Don't be afraid to fail. All of this is trying to get our horses better and us better. So don't worry if you do this for 3-5 times or something. It's like, this doesn't feel so good. This doesn't look like Collett. Not many of us can try to look like Collett. But what we can do is just get little bits that we can start to just get a little bit better and improve. Class. Sit down, right, good gal, that's it, turn, look, very good. That's it, turn, just think of timing, think of straightness, good gal. Very good, so this is the first time Laura and this horse have done this, so it's obviously very impressive, good gal, that they've both taken this on and understood. But it's also quite cool to do this with horses that they haven't started changes yet. Obviously the young horses might not be able to do it, but I think it doesn't matter if it goes right or goes wrong. I think that's the important thing of us just learning and trying to change a horse. Good gal, that was beautiful. I was probably stop. Yeah. Good gal. I like that. Good gal. So they're getting true changes. The first time he was a bit bum high, or he was a bit this or that. Those were 2 very good. Good gal. These, they've become true. But the first time it was sort of like, really, is this what we're doing? But sometimes just getting on with it and doing it. But I'm on an angle and I keep trotting. Boy, now trot can be hideous. And we can all look like an absolute monkey in trot. So I actually do make myself do it every now and then. Because quite often in cross country, things go wrong and we're stood at a fence on a wrong stride. And our horse has got to think it's got to go, and we have got to learn to work on our balance and our strength and our feel. Good boy. And be able to hold a line. Good boy. Back to trot. Hold a line, and then relax by it. Good boy. Falling over that one. Boy, so I've got a bit of bend in the middle. Straightness. Good boy, and back the other way. This helps with our cross-country riding. Trainability of them, keeping on the line, getting a leg change. Good boy. Ooh. Boy, straight. Good boy. Okay, well done. Good. There's rails. Good boy. Well done.
And I don't think it's very constructive. So we're going to try.
Do you hear that?
We're going to try and channel our inner Piggy and Harry, don't be naughty. So bear in mind I have absolutely no strength in my left hand. So, whoa.
Well, how about coming off the right when you can't turn left? You want to do
I
that?
will.
Use this one, I tell you.
Now you've made me miss because you're making me laugh. And I very much, when I come into it and through the distance, I be very, very soft. We'd have the third one up, please.
Third one.
So it's almost like very baggy reins, very soft in the body. So the horse is having to do all the work. And I'm hopefully not getting in the way.
Boy.
And then, I mean, we don't really know anything, do we? Well, I don't.
Well, quite often, no. But he's coming round, you know, he's keeping a nice rhythm for you. Good boy.
Which, when obviously the cross poles are quite small and the ox is quite small, so it was quite forward. But as we build up the jumps and I will always doing a grid, bring the ox wider by making the distance shorter, so they have to really shorten and push.
Good boy.
I don't like being able to hear myself.
Boy.
So that was good. So I think we can go up about 4 holes on the oxer, and we can go a little bit wider again by going in on the front rail, please.
I can count to 4, that's within...
Piggy march, so, you know.
Good girl. Oh. I was going to go bigger, but...
Boy. Oh, it's good, we're turning left, that much better. Good boy. I just know exactly what I'm thinking before I've even thought it. So then the jumps are where you want them.
Yeah. Good girl. Well, Thomas gets to look... Oh, sorry, I missed that. I should have...
My instructor didn't tell me.
Sit up, Collett. Come on, heels down. Good girl.
Whoa.
Girl. When I went to Collett's in the summer and did our yard tour for the TV, and I hadn't done high crosses on a grid for years, and it actually brought me back to think, oh, so the next, you know, you've done it quite a few times, and actually a high cross on a grid, you can make them quite high. It's amazing how much neater it would try and get the horse's technique to come back to you again, because I've quite often done nice crosses on grids.
So for me there, he didn't wait, so he tried to accelerate. So that's his kind of thing. He locked onto the fence. It's great that they lock onto the fence, but they've still got to be polite and wait on that level. We're talking about your perfect little unicorn and you perfect little piglet, just cantering nice and level, doing all your counting. Whoa.
Very good, isn't he?
So, about what he's doing.
Am I too in control, Collett? I don't feel too in control.
Your hands are up here, and you can be down here.
Okay, put the paws down, trotters on the neck.
Hold your neck strap normally. It works.
Yeah.
That's it. Soft. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so then what I would do is you can come back to walk again now. So
So now, because they're not used to seeing two poles in a line.
So we haven't had a canter yet, Collett. Do I need a canter? No. All right.
That's it, leave the hands.
Okay, leave hands.
Am
I allowed to trot?
Yeah, lovely,
Right.
good. Okay, then you're going to turn around and this time you're going to trot to it.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah,
Good boy,
okay.
you're okay.
And
I know this is all
just
Johnny
a bit.
scary.
There it was. That's it, nice, quiet.
That's
That's it. Soft,
Not very straight, but we're okay. Good boy.
But you've got to soften those hands a little bit more.
Okay. Good boy.
Now keep going. Now you're just going to keep coming from that end.
From that end?
Yes.
Oh, you wouldn't have seen anything like
Not
this.
too fast.
Not too fast.
Now soften the hand. Leave the hand.
Oh,
Very
good boy.
good.
Good boy. Well done.
That's it. And then we give him a little pat now. Piggy.
Yeah, good boy. Well done, ready.
Now soften your hand.
Good boy. Soft with the hands. Oh,
Yeah,
it didn't
that's
fit.
where. So
I meant to canter, aren't I?
yeah, that's okay. Mine
Good
is
transitions now.
I think.
Canter. We're off.
There you go.
Good on.
And then back to the trot.
Oh, back to trot.
Put your hands down.
All right.
That's better. That's where your hands need to be.
Okay.
Right.
Pinky's down.
Little circle.
Little.
Yeah. And then back up the.
Oh, is that too small?
Turn right.
Turn right. Good boy, this way.
Right, now up the middle.
Right.
Now no faster than that. Steady now.
Steady. Good boy. You're
And
doing
when
really
you're
well.
straight, right, now put your hands down.
Hands
Put your
down.
That's it, hands down.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, very
Good boy.
good.
Keep in canter.
Yeah,
Keep in
good.
canter. Good boy.
Okay, then we can put a pole.
Hands down.
Soften the hands. Hands
Hands
down.
down.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Boy, well done.
That's all right.
Looking forward to it. So, good boy.
Steady.
All right, I'm steady. I think I am steady, you know. I've got my pinky and my
Now put
next
your hands down.
I've got my hands down.
Good. Yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's where.
Oh,
Yeah.
good boy.
Very good. So there, because as you saw, leave the head alone a bit more.
Let go. I've got to let go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
Boy.
Very
Well done.
good. Go up 2 points.
I think he's being very. I haven't got my neck
Yes,
strap.
that's good.
I'm not very straight.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh,
Very good.
Well done. Good boy.
Bringing it in and making it a one stride distance with a
Oh, you
placing
might be
pole.
scared of the
Soft
second
hands,
round.
soft hands.
Oh.
Very good.
boy.
You were a little bit nervous with your hands into that first one.
Well, what was I doing? That was my fault, was it? I was nervous.
Pull it down.
Was I nervous? I'm off, Collett. I'm off. Slow off. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. We were nervous, darling. We were nervous. We've got to slow down. Slow down.
Hands and allow us, because the horse has got to be able to look and register what's in front of him, be able to use his whole body to do what he needs to do and be clever with his footwork. Soft. Yes.
I wasn't
Very
sure about
good.
that. Good boy. I wasn't sure about that. I nearly thought I was going to take off outside the wings, but he did put a little one inside.
He did good, didn't he?
He did good.
Yeah.
It's quite close though, that old pole, Collett. I nearly feel like a little squeeze and he would have a go in one.
I mean, he would, but that's not the idea, is it?
No, it's not. No.
No.
Don't want to do that. She's doing that and still loving her life. I've brought her here this evening to give her a trot around and a show around. But actually, I was thinking I'm going to give Miss Laura Collett an experience that I think she needs in her life. So Collett, come along. I know you have that London 52, but you haven't really felt what a proper 5-star winner feels like yet. She usually takes over at the next stage and does the breaking. Rosie then does the next feral bit, where they still love to put their noses between their knees and have a good hump around and bury about, which I, at that point, usually start squawking or crying or saying someone else needs to help me out. Here, we'll do this. So I'm very, very lucky, and it's a big, a massive team effort, team part that plays in getting these horses
be able to, because I'm fascinated about the fitness of racehorses and stuff like that. And then we've got a day behind the scenes. Following that, we're off to Wincanton races to go behind the scenes. So again, that will be really interesting. And then off to Geneva Horse Show. So again, try and vlog that because I've never been to Geneva Horse Show. I think it will be pretty interesting. And we're going to go and see some of the best horses in the world, which I love to see, the greatest of all times. And if I can see King Edward, that would be amazing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe and comment because they do really help. And hopefully you found it all quite interesting.